Hi everybody, it's Maria. Welcome to my channel. I wanted to show you my summer project. I took a class this summer. I treated myself to Amity Bloom's Artist in Bloom journal class. So Nazy from Amity Bloom channel, she's such a talented artist, and she created a course that I bought online that walked you through the steps of making this journal. And this is my version. I had so much fun making it. Loved the way it came out. And I just want to show you guys. I had to show it off because I am in love with it. So it has fabric spine. And the idea behind this is layers. So she walked us through the different steps of making the different layers of this journal. So I used things that I haven't used for journal making, but that I had around my house. And I just, because I am an artist, do lots of different crafts. So we did some stenciling, we did sewing, we did embossing. So let me take you through it and I'll show you. So we started with this cover page, a lot of collaging, stenciling, and distressing. And the idea is to make these layers peeking through, for interest. So this little lace opens up to a little fabric flip out where I'm going to write my intention for this journal. I think this journal is going to be one that I keep. I usually sell my journals. I haven't used a journal for writing in quite a while. But you know what? I am so in love with it that I may just keep this one and use it for myself. It's just so beautiful. Put all my favorite colors and things in it. So on this page, it is, it has a lot of collaging. There's embossed paper that we distressed at the bottom. There's music paper in the background. This is a little belly band, so you can tuck in a tag if you want. I put a little sticker at the top. And then there's some ledger on the back of that for journaling. This is a little flip out, kind of like a little tag shape. Flip out that's collaged, and we used fabric hinges in this book to hold it together. For the covers, we used fabric on this page, and lace and some linen. So that is the layered cover part of the journal. So this opens up to the rest of the cover. So the cover itself is a big piece of lace that I had, or vintage linens that I had. I did do a hidden spine on mine, and I haven't glued it down yet. I was too excited to share this. So it's still drying the back part of it, so I have to still glue this part down. But this continues the layers. This is a little here, let me just get a little tag or something. This is a little pocket that you could put something in, and it has a little peek through tab that opens up to some journaling space, some collaged papers, some embossing. There's another little area in here for journaling. There's some embossed paper. Can you see that? And then we did a tiny little mini journal. So it has a little fabric flip, and then it has a couple of little mini journal pages in here, an old book page, some watercolor paper, and this we just sewed in. So that goes all the way to the back. There's another little collaged page, and this is hinged on to my piece of linen. Okay, so that is the rest of the cover. So inside this is a little tuck spot on a book page. And again, Nazy talked to you about how to add decorative edges onto it to keep it interesting. This is actually a piece of wallpaper that I used for a tuck spot, old book page, some music paper. We distressed the papers and did some stamping, a little embossed edge to it. This has lace on the bottom that peeks through. This is watercolor paper that I tea dyed. This is just some tea dyed paper. This is not part of the class. This paper Nazy has on her Amity Bloom channel. And it's just piecing together scraps that you have, embossed papers, and just making an interesting page. On the back, I backed it with tea-stained paper. Here's some more watercolor paper. This is a little flip out of grid paper that's tea-stained. Has a little lace and tab on the side. And we did some stitching on pages. This is also a little pocket. I also used that paper. I had an extra piece and I made myself some tags to match. So we used all different types of papers. You could see the raw edges. This is also a pocket. It's a little fabric pocket that we made. So that goes there. We also did some heat embossing, which was fun. I didn't have the white heat embossing. I wish I did because I'm not thrilled with the way the silver came out. It doesn't really go with this journal, but it was fun to do and I wanted to include it because that's what I had. Grid paper. Here's another little lace tab to match the paper that I had here. And there's all different types of papers and stitching. These are some more pockets in here on both sides. And this is the center of the first signature. So Nazy in the course did one signature, but I did make a second signature for myself and added it into this book. So the papers were so much fun to do. I did a little decorative edging with buttons. Here's another pocket with music sheet. So that is the first signature. There's the repeat of that page. I used some embossed paper to make a little tuck spot there. And so that's the end of this signature here. And then I have some space. I have about like an inch of space in here. And then this is my second signature. This is also wallpaper. It's from the Tim Holtz wallpaper pack. But again, this one also has the strips of paper backed on tea stained. A lot of interest in this journal. It was so much fun to do. A lot of neutrals also. Little fabric tab. Nazy was a wonderful instructor. I felt like she explained things very well. There were a few places that like I watched it through first before I did anything and I made some notes because not everything was in order where I had supplies ready or I knew how many pages to put in my signature, things like that. But overall, I'm so glad I took this course. It was a wonderful, it opened my eyes to new things that I could do with my journals. This has some embossing on the paper for interest, a little lace on the edge. There's another pocket page here. So I haven't decorated it yet or filled it with ephemera yet because, like I said, I just finished making it and I just had to share it with my people that, get this stuff, that love it. Because my family, oh, that's pretty, but they have no idea what goes into it. Like my friends out on YouTube that are journal addicts like I am. some stitching on the paper. So I had to get out here and share it. Some watercolor paper, another little embossed edge. There's the back of that paper. And then this is the back cover. I was gonna put 3 signatures in, but I just stopped at 2 because it was getting pretty big. So I folded it over and made like a side tuck here with the rest of the fabric. And so this last page is a fabric page. So I did make my lace for my binding a little too, can you see that? I'm going off camera. A little too, like I cut it too wide because I thought I was going to do 3 signatures, but I'm probably going to cover it up with some things, you know, we're good at covering things up. But here I also have another little pocket. This is an embossed page, and this is some of that Tim Holtz wallpaper. So on the back cover, there's also like a layered back to it. This is a fabric page of swatches for inspiration. A little flip up here with my favorite fabric. Here's another pocket over here with an embossed page, and we did some line stitching, messy stitching so you could journal there. This is also a pocket page. So on the side of this, you could put in some things in there. And then on the back, there's some music sheet, also a pocket page. It has some little collaging of music paper, did a little painting, and then it had some die cuts that we glued down. This is another little page with a belly band here, and collaged papers. And then this is the actual back cover, which gives it a flat surface because it is a soft cover. So you needed that on the back cover for the, you know, to give it a good stable base. But love the way this turned out. It was so much fun to make. Nazy is such an adorable young girl with such artistic talent, and I completely enjoyed this course, and I would definitely recommend it for anybody who would like to give it a try. It was very doable, very good instructions, and so much fun to do. So I hope you love my journal. I know I do. I can't wait to start using it. And thanks for visiting. We'll see you soon. Bye.